Hello friends, welcome back to the Solo Promoter YouTube channel. Thank you for being here. I wanted to take a moment to answer a question that was posted to one of the Obsidian videos. This is from William Green. It says, "Hi, hate to be a bother, never a bother, but I can't seem to get the Pro Wrestling Illustrated section of the Obsidian Vault working. It says I have 10 managers, but I only made one, and I can't even find the women I made. Any help will be appreciated. Thanks in advance." Well, William, I'm going to try to help you the best I can. I don't know if I'm 100% going to answer your problem, your questions. The thing with Obsidian is Obsidian has been updated many times since I made those original videos. I looked at the video you commented on, and that was over 2 years ago, and Obsidian has been updated many times since then. But I'm going to give you a couple of tips that may help you figure out your problem. The first thing you want to do, this is the vault that I downloaded at promotertoolbox.com. I'm assuming that's where you got yours. And we're looking at the Pro Wrestling Illustrated page. But before we get into any of this, I want you to click on the settings button, which is now down here at the bottom. And first thing I want to do is you go to General, check for updates. That's going to update your Obsidian. And then go to Community Plugins and check for updates, and then install the plugins. I made the mistake of, before I started recording this video, I hit the check for updates button and it automatically upgraded everything. But you want to make sure that you have the correct plugins, especially Dataview, because Dataview is the main thing that's going to be happening here. But you're going to do one other thing as well. When you go to, you're going to click in the settings, you're going to go to Editor, and you're going to click here where it says Properties in Documents. You're going to want to make that Source, because that will line up with the videos I have done before. Obsidian kind of tweaked how they do whatever this YAML language is. And let me show you. If you click just Visible, and we go to one of the wrestlers' pages, Wrestler A, you're going to see like the properties look weird compared to how they have been before. I have never been able, when the properties were like this, I have never been able to edit them correctly or to fix them correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here. I'm going to click, you're in Editor, and then you click Properties and Document to Source. And then you click out of here, and then that shows you the kind of layout that I'm used to, and I can make edits in here. The other ones I just could not make heads or tails of how to make edits. But your question is the Pro Wrestling Illustrated page. You also asked a question about managers and women. I can't 100% help you. I may be able to help you with a little bit of this. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to try and help you with the page here, the Pro Wrestling Illustrated page. And I just call it Pro Wrestling Illustrated because this is like overall rankings and all that kind of stuff. You want to make sure that you're in edit mode. And when you click down here onto this table, you have to go over here and click this to open up the table. So the thing you want to make sure that you're doing is where it's pulling. If you haven't edited anything, like if you've gone in and edited a few things, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to help you. But you see that this is pulling information where it says from here, from wrestlers, which is this folder over here. So any wrestler that you put in here will show up here where the type is wrestler. So if we click over here, you can see that the type right here is wrestler. So those things have to be the same. You have to have the file for your wrestler in the wrestlers folder, and that wrestler has to have a type of wrestler. And then they should show up here. So you can see we've got wrestler A and B. Now you can see we've got wrestler C and D, but C and D do not have enough wins or losses to show up in this top 10. So if I go into wrestler C and I give him 5 wins, right? That'll give him 5 wins. And then I go back to Pro Wrestling Illustrated. There you can see Wrestler C has shown up. So that could be another reason why they're not showing up, because this sort of thing is set up where they have to have wins or losses greater. They have to have wins, I think, greater than 0. Now, you can change this. You could say wins greater than 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever you want to do. But you're not going to be able to get them to show up unless those things are done. Now, managers over here, it kind of works the same way. Managers, from managers or wrestlers where type equals manager or wrestler. So again, you have a folder here that has your managers in them, and managers, you can see type is a manager. Now, on this managers thing, it's also showing wrestlers as well, because like someone like Virgil, $1 Million Man's manager, he was a manager, but he would also get in and wrestle. So that's why I have it set there. But if you wanted to go in here, you could make it, you could get rid of the or wrestler here, just delete that and make sure it's manager. Again, these files have to be in the managers folder, which is up here. So if you don't have them in there, it's not going to work. And I don't think I have women up. Oh, I do have women up here. This is the same thing. You would need a, well, this has the wrestlers in here where type equals woman. So let me see. I can go up here to wrestlers, and wrestler D will change the type to woman. And then when we click back and go out of here, you can see wrestler D shows up there. So those are all the ways I can think that the reasons that they're not showing. A lot of times I will, I don't really use Obsidian much anymore. I use it for Go Fight Pal. And a lot of times what I will do is I will create a bunch of wrestlers because I get new Fight Pass cards, and I'll create them, and I will forget to put them in the wrestlers folder or the fighters folder. It's my Obsidian for Go Fight Pal is set up a little different, but I'll forget to put them in here. The files will just be down here. So like if I go to create a new wrestler, let me see. Okay, right here, I want to enter in the wrestler template, Fed, WWF. He's got 10 wins or 12 wins, and it's a wrestler. And there you go. He is set up, and I'm going to call this Wrestler F. So now I have Wrestler F. If I click back over to Pro Wrestling Illustrated, you can see even though the 12 wins, Wrestler F isn't showing up here. And there have been times where I have so many files over on this side, I don't realize that Wrestler F is not, I want to actually select this, but Wrestler F is not in the wrestlers folder. And then once I put him in there, you can see that he shows up because you actually want to make this a 0. And then there he is. He popped up right there. Wrestler F popped up right there. So anyway, you just want to make sure that the correct files are in the correct folders, because otherwise they won't get called here, because all of these have a thing. It's like where type wrestler, or from wrestlers where type equals wrestler. So if you want to find out where it's pulling from, that's where it's pulling from. I don't know if this helps you. Unfortunately, I can't provide case-by-case support. Like, I don't know. It says you created 10 managers. I don't know where they are. Probably the managers are pulling from the wrestlers as well. So what you would want to do is delete or wrestlers there and delete or wrestler there. Now, when I click out of this, I'm only going to have one manager, because that's all I have is one manager in there. So that could be what's happening, because it's pulling from both folders. So you'll want to go in and you'll want to tweak this code there. Anyway, I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.